Hi, Kairu. I'm going to show you how to submit an email as a timesheet. So I have my Outlook opened up. There's my Outlook time plugin bar up top. You know how this works. We can turn on the Outlook timesheet. We can turn it off. Before I go in and submit the email, let's have a quick look so you can see how we can distinguish whether or not it's an appointment. Obviously, you know that you can convert your Outlook appointments into timesheets. We also can convert our emails into timesheets. And I could see all the emails so far that have been submitted, anything that needs a project assigned to it, and anything else that's waiting for me to send over as a timesheet. We have inside the options, you can see here underneath preferences, when you set up Outlook time, you can allocate whether or not you want to submit your email as a timesheet and how far back you want to search, and also you can ignore items that are less than a particular duration. So the way it works is actually Outlook and Microsoft will log how much time you spend on an email. So when I go into an email, I click on new email, the second you click on that new email, Outlook actually tracks how much time behind the scenes that you're spending on that particular email. So let's send an email out. So I'll send it to myself, and I'm going to put some notes in here, just like I normally do. So I'm going to say notes. And what we allow you to do is there's a browser button here. You can turn it off. Now, I have it set up so I have some hierarchy here. I'm going to allocate a particular customer to this. I'm going to say that I'm working on Juniper Computing, and the project I'm working on is also Juniper Computing. And what am I doing for Juniper Computing? What phase am I on? Maybe I'm going to assign this to meetings. I'd send that off. When I send it, I can send it without a subject, obviously. Now what's going to happen is I can go into my sent items, and I can see in my sent items that an Outlook job has been allocated. I could right-click within here, and I could submit it from here. I could ignore it, or I can undo from my timesheet. If I want, I can submit it. It's going to say right in here that 47 seconds have been logged, but I can edit this so far if I want to. Sure, again, I can submit as much time as I want. I can change this if I want to. Again, entirely up to you. But I click OK. It's automatically submitted to my timesheet, and it's ready to be reported on. So if I logged into the portal real quick, you will see that when I go and I have a look at all the items that were submitted today, and I did submit some earlier today, this morning. Let's look at everything that came in so far. There's my Juniper Computing. 0.12 hours have been submitted. I'm using somebody by the name of Test Bush. So if I drill down on this, I'll see tests, see 0.12, 0.12, which is 0.12 hours. Double click on that again, and I can see those notes. Because again, I took the information that was in the Outlook appointment and submitted that as a notes field. So I'll go back in, and let me create another email. So new email, and I'm going to send that back over to myself. And I'm going to put testing in here. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to assign something else to this. So maybe Orthopharma installation, and I was doing some consultancy work. And I'll send that off to myself again. So I have that in here. Now I have it so it pulls, I think, every minute. So let me just refresh this grid here. So I'm actually going to change my display so it refreshes every couple seconds. So this is what the grid looks like. So you can get to the end of the week, you can take all your emails, you can just do a mass submit right from within here. If not, you could come in here and say, yep, I want to submit just this appointment on Tuesday, and I want to change this duration. I spent 25 minutes on it. Obviously, as I mentioned, Outlook's going to take a running tally. As you open up that email, you compose your email, and then you click on Submit. You can see you can move around columns here if you want to. I can change my project. I could see the subject. I could see the notes. But again, you get to the end of the week, and you can just submit right from within here. So I'll submit that information. Again, you can see here it's ready to be reported on. So if I went to my project drill down, there's my Orthopharma. 0.42, same thing. Drill down on this, 0.42, and there's my notes, and it says testing. Take the information, you want to export it out to Excel, easy. Open it up, open up Excel. I have the employee, the date, the hours. If you were running with costing and charging, you could see that information, what phase, and all the notes. Now keep in mind, this is my demonstration database, so the way that I have it structured is underneath the plugin, I have 4 steps here. I have a customer. Underneath the customer, I can have multiple projects that are allocated to that customer. Underneath the project, what are you doing on that project? I happen to call it a phase or a task. Let's close out Outlook time, but keep in mind, in our system, everything and anything is configurable. So my database is set up in a structure that the nomenclature that I use, I don't like the word job. I actually prefer project. Stage, I call it a phase. We actually we could say I'm going to call it a, I'll change it back to stage. I'll show you. Very easy. You can change it to anything that you want. You don't have to use it. You can just track your time against a project and just pretend stages and activities don't exist. Again, just keep that in mind, that my database is probably set up in a way that you would not use it. But the nice thing is, the next time that you log in to Outlook, and I'll open up Outlook here, that the nomenclature will take effect. So if I open up a new email, I will now have stage instead of phases. So that is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, keep in mind, very easy to use. We can track the appointments. We can track the emails. You can ignore the emails from your calendar. I'm sorry, from your from the application. You can choose to submit the information, but we will keep a log of it, and we can appoint those timesheets and populate that information from within the emails themselves. Thanks, Kyra. Bye.